Okay, let's get into it, man. I got to tell you, first of all, it's great to be back in the home studio. I feel like I've been gone for like 6 months, even though I only missed a few days last week. But I got to tell you, it really is good to be back in the chair, back in my house. I got Creative Tony in the studio at Longbridge. You're at Longbridge, right, Tone?
LBP, PMP, yeah, Paulie, let's rock and roll, dude. Great to see your mug, dude. Great to see you back on the West Coast, the best coast. We're going to talk about your trip. It also feels like I haven't been here in a dog's age, dude. And we've already had a busy day, and I'm so stoked for this week. And, dude, as if there's nothing going on, dude. Jesus H, man. We've got a lot.
I know. My plate is overflowing, but go ahead.
I'm just saying we got a lot to cover today, and great to see your mug, dude, and great to be back together. And Dom, thank you for the help. Carlos de la Fuente, thanks for joining us as well. Paulie, I hope you had a great trip. PNP Familia, great to see you on the chat. Yeah. I'm going to get right after it, Paulie. Numerology episode 330. Episode 330. Yeah, here we go.
I've said it before. I'll continue to say it. When Tony's forceful with me, you're going to get the best results. Again, I respond to like abusive behavior somehow. I don't know what it is. Not that you're being abusive, but I like it when you come in and you start strong arming. No, we're doing numerology. Step aside, Butch. But I second what Tony said. It's great to see everybody from Big Al to Rockin' New Era. Miriam's in the house. I got Patty, the whole thing. Rags in Jersey. Love you guys. All right, Tony, let's go. I got a few announcements after numerology, but let's play by the handbook here. Let's do it.
Yeah, come on, dude. Episode 330. Here we are on June 1st, 2026. Happy June, Paulie.
I can't believe it's freaking June. Dude, we're like halfway through 2026, or just about. It's crazy. This year is flying by, man. I guess when you're super busy and you're having a good time does fly. Anyway, Tony,
can you give me a song with halfway or half in it? Can you give me a song with
Mississippi Half Step? Grateful Dead, Mississippi Half Step. Done.
Okay. There's Black Crowes has a song called "Well, I'm Only Halfway to Everywhere."
How do you feel about me going back to the early days of hip hop when I drop a "Ain't No Half Steppin'"? Ain't no half stepping, Tony. And I'll tell you one thing. You watch a PMP show, there ain't no half stepping around here, kid. Who did that one, you guys? Help me out, Familia. Who did Ain't No Half Stepping? Who was that? Help me.
Paulie, can I give love to a reggae artist known as Half Pint?
That's a great name, dude. Yeah, call me Half Pint. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I'm trying to find look at this. Here's the picture. I'm trying to find a picture of Half Pint. There we go. That's a good one. Stand by.
Hold on. I'm totally thrown off the saddle here. I got Big Al in Chico saying Cool Mo D. That he was Ain't No Half Stepping? Really?
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, what numerology are we playing today? What is it?
330, episode 330.
P1 Chuck, dude. P1 Chuck coming in. And he goes, by the way, wasn't Bubba Paris weighing in at 3:30? I like that. I like that. All right, Tony, you go first. You play the number game first. I'll do the chaser.
Oh my God, you're taking me back to Raiders of the Lost Ark. You go first. That was my guy Sala in Raiders of the Lost Ark. One of the greatest movies of all time, Paulie. I'm gonna take the 33 of 330. Okay. Yeah. And I would like to go with well, gosh, I mean, I love Larry Bird forever and ever. I'll go Larry Bird, but locally.
Yeah, locally. Yep.
They call me Roger the Dodger. I bust through the defense. Okay.
That's it. That's all. Yeah. You took the name right out of my mouth. I was going Roger Craig. Hall of Famer, Roger Craig, I'd like to say. Hall of effing Famer. Took him long enough to get that right. That's the thing with this Hall of Fame, Tony. They make guys wait around forever. You remember when they put Fred Dean in the Hall of Fame? The guy was like 170. Right. And he walked. Yeah. It's like, what took you guys so long? So anyway, I'm glad Roger's in there. And yes, episode 330. Rags, number 33, Tony Dorsett. Dude, Rags knows this. I think, Tony, you're starting to learn this too over doing all these shows with me. I was a Tony Dorsett fan. And I'll tell you that, I still feel like when people talk about great running backs and you hear, and rightfully so, believe me, I'm not disputing this, but you hear Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith. Nobody mentions freaking Tony Dorsett. I'm here to plant that Dorsett flag, dude. Go look at his numbers. That kid was he was a workhorse, man. And he did it in the old days when the game was very unforgiving. So shout out to Tony. And coming out of Pitt, dude, Pitt Panther ball, I got
to applaud you big time, Paulie, because you're on it. You're right, dude. Dorsett gets lost in the discussions. Like, do not forget about Big Tony. I used to run around my house and stuff towels in my football jerseys.
Nice.
And pretend
my son James did that too. He used to pad up the shoulders. He was a little kid.
And I would pretend that the arms of couches were defenders that I was trying to jump over or roll around, and I pretended I was Tony Dorsett back.
By the way, Tony, I still do that. I do that when I'm watching Monday Night Football. I roll around on the floor. I hit the couch. You know what I mean? I'm still doing that. Yeah.
Also, Paulie, I'm wondering if the new third base coach Gary Pettis for the Giants might take jersey number 33, because I can't think of a 33 right now on the Giants. Is there?
It's funny you say that. I'm kind of stuck on that too. Why can't I, guys? Do we have any Jose Canseco number 33? Joe Schmo, that's a good one. I need some help because I'm having a hard time remembering a Giant who wore 33 also. We're getting multiple Cansecos, Groschel's in the house. Somebody give me a Giant who wore Benito Santiago. I ask, and Groschel freaking delivers, man.
Paulie, John freaking Burkett. John Burkett. Not John Burkett. John Burkett.
Okay. All right, man. So, Tony, check this out, bro. I got a couple of things I want to say early on, and then we're going to dive into this because Tony's right. The Giants made a boatload of moves. We're going to get into that. There's all kinds of activity happening with the Giants right before the game starts. And I know they're in Milwaukee. We'll talk about that. Also, the NFL. A lot of NFL.
Hold on. The Giants are in Kyle Harrison's Milwaukee, we should say.
Kyle Harrison's going to stuff it right up the Giants' A's, dude. Are they going to see him in this series?
No, I don't think so. I think he pitched over the weekend.
You know what it's like when these guys, when a team gives up on a player and then that player gets to go back and compete against the team that let them go, it's usually a recipe for problems. And this kid is pitching so well. I talked to P1 Chuck about this a lot because P1 Chuck is friends with the Harrison family. And I know the old man a little bit too. He's a great guy. Kyle Harrison's father. Great dude. And I, like Chuck, feel that the Giants really turned their back on him way too quickly. So watch out when that kid faces the Giants.
Pause. Sorry, dude. I made a mistake. I'm seeing Harrison pitching either tonight or tomorrow. I thought he was going to the weekend. Dude, oh boy.
All right, wait a minute. Well, I'm getting conflicting. I just got back into town. I'm trying to pick the pieces here. Okay, tomorrow night. Pine Needle says Harrison goes tomorrow night.
Dude, I think it's wishful thinking on my part, Paulie. I just was hoping and assuming that he wasn't throwing this series while the Giants are playing. But
I want to follow up on Pine Needle's comment here because he's right. You're not wrong, bro. He goes, Harrison pitches tomorrow, and don't forget the Red Sox gave up on him quicker than the Giants. You're not wrong. The Red Sox wanted no part of that kid, and now they're all playing the regret game. And I'm one of those guys too. We could have used that arm in the rotation big time.
Hey, Paul Mack.
Right or wrong?
All right.
Giants expected too much of Kyle Harrison too early.
Right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah.
100% right. 100% right, dude. I mean, like, what do you want from this kid? He just came up. Give him a chance to grow. Let him get his feet under him. Anyway, we'll talk some Giant ball, all the moves that were made. I have to acknowledge the passing of a big name in the NBA, too. I'm sorry to report this, but if you haven't heard, Rick Adelman passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Rick Adelman's passed away, and I just want to pay our respects from the PNP Familia. A couple of notes on Adelman's career. We know him locally. He did coach with the Warriors. He had 23 years in the NBA as a head coach. Tony, he coached for Portland, Golden State Warriors, Sacramento, Houston, and Minnesota. The guy won over 1,000 games as a head coach. And he's just one of those guys kind of universally respected. So to the Adelman family, we pay our respects and send out our love and prayers, man.
Hey, Paulie, while we're doing that, and this is closer to the PNP Familia, but the Steal Your Squatch logo or the medallion, whatever you want to call it, from our dear friend Mike Glover. I just want to pass on our sincere condolences for Mike's sister-in-law just passed, and way too young, and just unfortunate complications from surgery, and just wanted to send our love and our condolences from the PNP Familia to the Glover family and to Mike's wife, Laura. It was Laura's sister. And Mike's sister-in-law, and I just got this news literally like half an hour ago. So
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, definitely. Condolences, my friend.
Yeah, big PNP Familia hug to the Glover family from all of us, and Steal Your Squatch also Squatch sends his best to the is it a him? Is Squatch a him, by the way?
That's a great, he might be kind of unisex, like he can use the bathroom, like, you know, he goes to the airport, like Squatch can go into those like multi-set, what do they call them, the unisex or whatever. Squatch can use anything he wants. I tend to like resort to calling him a he, but who's to say? Maybe it's some pissed off lady Sasquatch walking around. I don't know. I don't know.
And just to refresh people's memories real quick, and then we'll go on with the show. But Mike Glover, dear friend of mine on the peninsula, started a softball team. That's how I met him. Anyways, he took a family vacation up to the Sasquatch Museum in the middle of Oregon. We talked about it on the show. We sent pictures, and then 2 weeks later in the mail, the steal your face with the Sasquatch arrives in the mail from Mike himself. So,
and I would like to just kind of remind everybody involved, including Creative Tony, including all my friends in the comment line. And again, it was not like this was some Hollywood blockbuster, but last year when Tony brought the whole Sasquatch movement to the show, you know, I had like, listen, you grew up in the 70s, dude. You were kind of fascinated with Sasquatch. It was just part of it. Like Sasquatch, the Bigfoot had to go fisticuffs with the $6 million man, dude. It was a two-parter. It was like broken up into 2 episodes. Like Sasquatch was like throwing boulder. In fact, I think it's in bookmarks, dude. I think I got bookmarks chucking boulders around on the $6 million man. It's probably buried in there, T, but I'm like 99% sure we got Sasquatch footage. You can find it, pull it out, because I'd love to see that. But I wanted to follow up on what I was going to say. There's a movie, okay? There's a movie that was made a couple of years ago called Sasquatch Summer. Yes. And if you remember, we watched the trailer on the show, and it's like, it's not a comedy, but I was laughing. I got to say, if you spin one up late night, you dim the lights, maybe light a candle, I don't know, you get your Sasquatch Summer on, it's going to enrich your life, folks. I'm telling you right now, because I enjoyed it very much. And Tony, let me know if you see him. You can't miss it if it's in there.
I know. I'm doing a quick dive into our bookmarks. There's so many good bookmarks.
I know. We're way behind on those. I know.
I was on my Twitter account as well, and so that's what I got thrown off, by the way. But if I find it, Paulie, I will. I'll slap both of us across the face, and I'll alert everybody that we're going to pause the proceedings and go. Oh, there, I found it.
By the way, shout out, nice, Tony, good work. And Arkansas Dave knows what I'm talking about. He goes, "That's hilarious. It's a great movie." I'm telling you, me and you, man, me and you, Arkansas Dave. All right, let's get back to the 70s here. For a little, here we go, dude. Here we freaking go. Let's go.
Look at the bad makeup and costume.
By the way, Tony, that's Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant. I'm not kidding. That's Andre the effing Giant playing Sasquatch on $6 Million Man.
True By the way, if you're just tuning in, or if you're tuning in for the first time, we are going to get to Myles Garrett. We are going to get to the Giants moves.
Giant moves on the back burner. We got to do some Sasquatch footage first, folks. Everybody, let's have our priorities straight. Come on. Yeah.
Exactly. We got to talk.
Look at that. How can you how can you refuse the charms of a Squatch? You know?
Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, hell yeah.
There's only one thing in the mountains that leaves a track like this. My people named him Sasquatch.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
You call him Bigfoot.
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, by the way, hold on, dude. Look at the right hand of Squatch where it is, dude.
Oh, right in the freaking jewels, man. Well, $6 Million Man, he's probably got bionic junk. You know what I mean? He's like, not only are my biceps enriched with computer techniques, my junk is also bionic. So maybe he's protected ultimately. I'm not sure.
Right, a couple more seconds and we're going to proceed. Here we go.
Okay. Dude.
Hold on. Can we just get the...
I didn't remember the Bionic Woman was involved in this. Shout out Lindsay Wagner, man. Everybody had a crush on Lindsay Wagner back in the day. Yeah. The Bionic Woman. Hell yeah.
And there you go. I mean, should we just end it on that right there?
Sure. Yeah, it's a great place to end it. So anyway, folks, there it is. There it is for your viewing and your cultural enjoyment. Sasquatch moments on the PMP show. Tony, great work finding that buried in the bookmark. So one other sporting note I want to make before I go Giants. And we haven't even talked about the NBA, dude. We got to talk finals as well. There's really a lot to get into today.
Can we talk about the NFL news about coaches and front office execs trading sex for stories and stories for sex with female reporters and all that stuff that went on over the weekend too? I mean well, we can talk about it. I just want to tease that. I want to throw that out there that like supposedly let's just trade sex for stories. That's cool. Awesome. Okay, proceed, Paulie. Go.
No, what is there a problem with that? You never did that? No, I'm kidding. Ready for this? A rare moment where Paulie, Matt, before we dive into the meat, we're going to go Giants, we're going to go NFL, I promise. But the last thing I want to say before we go there, Tony, you would never guess what I've been doing for the last hour and a half. I was neck deep, dude, in the French Open. Is anybody watching the French Open?
Nice.
Anybody watching tennis? Nice. There's an American, Tony, I want to shout this guy out. Francis Tiafoe. Francis Tiafoe. I just got turned on to this guy. I watched him play on Saturday. He's an American. He was really good, and he advanced. Mm-hmm. And he just lost a nail biter to a dude from Italy named Arinaldi. But I got to tell you, this match, Tony, it went 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours.
I love about tennis, man.
Yep.
Tennis. Don't go to a freaking serve clock or an ABS for anything. Just don't mess with tennis.
No,
because the fact that is a possibility makes me love tennis so freaking much, Paulie. Thank you.
I'm thrilled. I'm getting a positive response here. Joe Schmo, yes. Yeah. Patty from Napa, yes. Rags, my wife watched it. Escobar, he's a gangster. Markoulis, big foe, dude. I'm on board. I really like this kid, and I'm happy to have like a guy I can root for now. So he lost in this nail biter, but a 5.5 hour just battle. And I got to think, like, when you get into the third, fourth, fifth hour of tennis, it must become so psychological where it's like golf in that it's on you. You can't pass the ball. There's no teammate. There's nowhere to hide. You're just out there. And you can see
it's survival of the fittest, Paulie. Like, who is going to outlast who, man? It's great. And Paulie, stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
Actually, you know what, Paulie? Since we haven't seen each other in a while, well, of course, since we haven't seen each other in a while, the roadcaster wants to pause. Here we go.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time.
All right, Paulie. Stevie Grosh. By the way, congrats to Grosh and to Scarlet Fire and the Scarlet Fires. Both of their kids graduated from SI over the weekend. So congratulations to Ryan, Bonnie's stepson, and congratulations to Groshel's daughter. So we met Groshel's daughter at Springsteen, Paulie.
She's great. No, they were great, man. She was awesome. And congratulations, parents. I've been there. It's a big moment, man. And now comes the heavy lifting. I hope your checkbooks are loosened up, because get ready. You're going to be writing some checks you never thought would be possible. I've been there too. But anyway, congrats, you guys. And thank you, Grosh. Check out this message.
Stevie Grosh says, Squatch needs to see Dr. Young, DDS, in the Young Dental SF group. You are no...
100%, dude. 100%. Get him in there. A little floss, one of those little Phillips electric brushes might help him out a little bit. But dude, I can look at that all day. I can look at that picture all day and be entertained.
Squatch had such beautiful blue eyes, man. Like,
you know what's a great call, dude. The baby blue eyes of a Sasquatch. Don't sleep on it. Tony, it's funny about the $6 million man. The reason that they had all the fight sequences like in slow motion is because they said the bionic man was moving so fast that the human eye couldn't see it. So they had to like slow down the fights, and like when he'd be running, it would be in slow motion. That was all because the human eye couldn't keep up with Steve Austin. Just throwing that out there.
Phenomenal. Yeah. I'm probably gonna. That's like a 3-minute clip he posted bookmarks. I'm probably gonna watch the whole thing later after the show. So
I would hope so. I would hope so, Tony. So okay, folks. So here we are.
Stand by, Paulie. I guess I have to de-blur. Am I blurry to you, Paulie?
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Well, we got the blur police out there with Patty and Noemi, and I appreciate them. So I'm going to de-blur. I'll be right back. All right, you jump out, and I'm going to fill people in on some of these giant moves as soon as I can find the report. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get into it. Lots of roster moves while Tony's regrouping out there. If you didn't see these, we got a whole bunch of roster moves. This all happened today. We're going to start with the Giants selecting a right-handed relief pitcher, Wilkin Ramos, and infielder Bobby Kennedy, both of those guys from AAA Sacramento. They also put their reliever, Joel Peguero, on the 60-day IL. He's got a hamstring strain. They also optioned a catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. He's going down to AAA. And designated catcher Logan Porter, he's also on assignment. So a lot of moves, Tony. You're still a little fuzzy, but no, you're better. It's clearing up. Give it the slow burn. So, Tony, I'm going to throw the baton over to you because, again, now, folks, I was in Washington, D.C. last week, and I got to tell you, I really had a great time down there. I sent Tony. We have some pictures. We'll share them. If not today, we'll do it this week for sure. I saw the Springsteen show at Nationals Park. I want to shout out Nationals Park. Beautiful spot. I can imagine seeing a game there is probably a lot of fun because the whole vibe around the ballpark is very festive. They kind of, Tony, what they do is they literally block the street off that leads up to the yard. So it's just like vendors, open air sales, like merchandise. So it was so much fun. And I also got to see DC top to freaking bottom, dude. Lincoln Memorial, check. Nice. You know what I mean? Washington Monument, check. White House, check. Did it all, saw it all. Also had a great time hanging out in Georgetown. What a cool town that is, Tony. Have you ever been to DC or
No, it's on my list, man. I really, really want to go to Georgetown, the whole area, Georgetown, DC, the whole area. I need to go badly. Did you happen to see St. Ignatius graduate and Nationals president of baseball operations, Paul Taboni, while you're out in DC, Paulie?
No, but time out now. Hold the freaking phone on Taboni. Yeah. Is this the same Taboni that had that kid? There was a kid Taboni when you took me to see the basketball game. Help me out, the big rivalry. Help me.
Bruce Mahoney.
Thank you. Sorry. Yes, the Bruce Mahoney game. It was they played it at USF, and there was a Taboni who was hitting shots all over the floor. And this is like 10 years ago, but he was an SI kid, I believe. Is that his son?
No, it's not his son. It might have. I don't know if it was Paul himself. I don't think it was Paul himself, but I remember what you're talking about. I don't think it was Paul, but the Taboni family is a big SI family and SF family. Lives near G-Rad. They live near G. Gary
Dude, it's funny you say that because I can't believe you just said that. I was about to. So check this out. Tony took me to that Mahoney game. It was the first time I ever experienced that rivalry. You got one school on one side, the other. I mean, it was freaking mayhem. And the gym was packed. Everyone's screaming. And this kid Taboni lit it up for SI. And then the next day, I swear to God, I remember Gary Radnich talking about that kid. He was like, yeah, this Taboni kid really had a big night last night. Nice. And I forget his first name, so forgive me. But, Grosh was saying it was his nephew.
It was his nephew. Okay, cool.
Grosh knows, dude. Grosh, you need information about Bay Area, you go see Groshel. He'll fill you I almost cursed. I almost said he'll fill you the F in because he will. He's going to fill you the F in. All right, anyway, so Tony, what I was going to say was, while I was out of town, I didn't see a pitch of Giant baseball. Literally didn't see a pitch. You're not getting Giant coverage back there. I did look at the scores. I see that they were just free falling all over the place. I know they popped yesterday, but give me the last week in review. It looked miserable from the scores and the stand. What are we, 13 games under now? I mean, this is getting bad, dude.
And losing 2 of 3 to Colorado is I don't know,
I told Dom on Thursday when we did. So I did one show last week, and I go, Dom, get ready. I don't know if this was on the air or during the pre-show meeting. I was going, hey, Dom, I'm telling you right now, we're going to drop 2 or 3 in Colorado. I could feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
And they did.
Dude, by the way, and I got to say a little public service announcement. I appreciate people that texted asking about my daughter, Olivia, and if she was okay. Yeah, she's okay. She had her student government. She was running for student government and had a big speech that I wanted to attend. That's
nice. Dude, we should show that speech on the show. Yeah. She's got my vote. I'll tell you that right now.
She's practiced it a ton, and she has ideas about what she wants to do for student body. So
let me tell you guys about Tony's daughter. Tony's daughter. Well, she's won me over. That's all I can say. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Very big fan.
Well, and vice versa, man. Vice versa. So, but Paulie, I didn't watch a lot of Giants ball myself. I do like that they're not messing around. They're making changes. They're doing things. They just, and by the way, I think Gary Pettis, I think Dusty Baker and Bochy are involved with that move, with the Gary Pettis move. Coaching. Nothing against Ron Woodis at all, but I don't even think Ron Woodis wants to be coaching.
I would be willing to bet he probably wasn't too crazy about it. Yeah, no, that's the most stressful job for a coach.
Woodis is like, I'm sitting in the NBC Sports Bay Area studio, got the cushions of cushy jobs.
Yep.
And I'm like, whatever his role is in the Giants staff. And now you're going to put me back in the hot box at third base? What are you doing?
Right in the lion's den. Get out there, Wotis. Figure this out. You know what I mean? Hey, Wotis, clean this up. You know what I mean? And by the way, you guys know Ron Wotis is such a freaking great guy. And here it comes. Here comes Groshel. Groshel's on fire today. Ron Wotis is too good looking to be on the field.
The hair.
Says literally every female in the Bay Area. If you want to know who ladies swoon over, it's Ron Wotis. I've seen it up close, dude. Ladies falling over this dude. And I'll tell you what, let me give you guys a little secret tip. If you want to approach Wotis, you want to win him over, you want to get Wotis to swoon, you ready for what you got to do? I'm not kidding. Ask him about Blue Oyster Cult. I'm not kidding, dude. I am not kidding. He is a monster BOC fan, which I think is so great. I'm like, Wotus, what are you listening to? He goes, I like Blue Oyster Cult. Saw them a lot when I was a kid. I'm like, dude, I love you even more now. So anyway, yeah, he's a big Blue Oyster Cult fan. That's true. Yes.
Side question about Blue Oyster Cult. Was it ever okay to say BOC?
100%. Yeah, okay. BOC all over the place. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And because I never fully got into them, but I definitely appreciate
There's some good stuff there. There's some pretty good stuff there. Shout out, Tony, to the red and the black. That's my track right there. Heavy.
No, I don't have any Blue Oyster Cult. Where were you? I had 5 pairs.
Totally. So with the state of Giant baseball, Tony, I think the thing I've been seeing, because when I'm scrolling through Twitter and I'm seeing so many pissed off Giant fans, like left and right and center, that the theme I hear over and over again is cut the crap and let's just start the rebuild. Just cut the crap. We're not going anywhere.
One thing, Paulie, and I got to acknowledge something too. I see it on the chat. A bunch of people are saying it. And yes, Gary Pettis is Dante Pettis' father. Just FYI, if you didn't know that. So Dante Pettis' father. Remember, short-lived 49er Dante Pettis. But Paulie, what I'm just preparing myself for mentally, spiritually, that they're going to trade Arise and he's going to be gone and his tenure as a Giants.
How about you trade Adames instead? How's that sound?
How about you do a package deal for Adames, Devers, and Chapman? All 3 of them, just a package deal.
So Tony, I didn't get a chance to tell you about this because I hadn't talked to you, but I told Dom this on Thursday when we did the show. And by the way, dude, it's funny, Tony. I did the show. This is a true story. My wife set up she had business down there too, so she was like kind of working. We saw the Bruce show, but anyway, her company put us up. Ready? We were at the Watergate Hotel. I stayed at the freaking Watergate, man. Yeah, wow. yeah.
Did you did you kind of slip a robe or a towel or something home with you? Did you bring something home with you? Maybe
I got a few. You know what? It's funny you ask. I'll never admit that on the air, but I might have. Because I'm no thief unless I'm no thief unless I'm off the air. Then all bets are off. But no, in the Watergate Hotel, they've spruced it up. They made it all chic and stuff now. But it's a historical place and. Yeah. They do sell, or not sell, but the rooms where all the crap went down, they are available, but they charge you like a premium. But I think history nuts like to do that. They go down there and they say like, hey, give me the room where all the crimes were committed. And it was so anyway, you could like feel the history in there. But I was going to say, I caught you guys the morning after you did the show with Dom. I was like watching the replay and I saw like 15, 20 minutes. You guys sounded great. But your big thing, and I'm so glad I remembered to bring this up, Tony, and I agree with you 1000%, is this kind of like pelvic thrust celebration. Like I saw that and I was like, this is so obnoxious. Did these guys know they're 12 games under 500? I mean, like, what do we do? Like, choreographed dancing on the field when you guys suck to the high heavens. Like,
I was thinking more about this too, Paulie. I take it as like a slap in the face if you're a fan.
100%, it's a slap. 100%, it's disrespectful. It's like, I'm glad you guys are having a good time. I'm glad this is. I'm
gonna make my millions, or even the league minimum is like 700,000 or whatever the hell it is, 800,000. I'm gonna make my nut. And I'm gonna gyrate and thrust in center field, even though we're 12 games under 500.
Gyrate, Tony. When was the last time you gyrated? You know what I mean?
I do like to gyrate, maybe in the shower.
Not on the baseball field. Not on the diamond. Tony goes out there to compete, not to gyrate. You know
exactly. And I've never gyrated on the baseball field, even in moments of success. I've never. Oh, and speaking of success, I got to give some love to the St. Mary's Gales for taking down the UCLA Bruins, the #1 ranked UCLA Bruins at UCLA in the regionals, and then to the
softball? Is that softball?
No, baseball.
Okay.
Dude, UCLA was ranked #1 the entire collegiate baseball season. They were 51-7. St. Mary's, I think, was 35-25. St. Mary's beats them first game. Then here comes Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, the Mustangs, dude. The Mustangs then beat.
Isn't that where Krug played some college ball? Did Mike Krug play Cal Poly? Yeah.
Yes, and since shout out to Sinsheimer Stadium, dude. Great ballpark.
Did you ever, more importantly than any baseball question, did you ever party at Cal Poly? That's my question to you.
My two younger sisters went to Cal Poly.
Here we go. See, I'm glad I asked. I knew there'd be something there. Okay, go ahead. And is it crazy? Yeah.
Yeah, it was phenomenal college town. Phenomenal. One of my bigger regrets, although I loved being a Gale and a Don, was not going to Cal Poly. Anyways, Cal Poly advances from that bracket, and they beat St. Mary's yesterday. And Cal Poly is moving on. UCLA season done. St. Mary's season done.
Nice.
Anyways, sidebar. I apologize.
Oh no, I love it. I freaking love it, dude. This is helping me. You're catching me up on stuff. So yeah, shout out to the Gales. That's huge. When you were pitching at St. Mary's, did you ever play against like a nationally ranked team or anybody that went on to play in the big leagues?
We played Pepperdine the year that Pepperdine won the College World Series, and we beat them 4 out of 6 times in our home and home. So that was fun. And they had some guys. I forget the guy's name. Lopez was his name. Lopez. Anyways, they had a couple guys that went to the bigs, that had like a cup of coffee, as they say in the bigs.
Didn't you pitch again? Didn't you pitch to I could be wrong, but I think this is you. Didn't you tell me? Didn't you pitch to Giambi once?
No, we were gonna. I didn't pitch in that game, but yeah, we played Long Beach State, but I didn't pitch. Giambi's a freaking. I mean, he was more beastly in MLB, but still just a freaking stud.
What would your approach be? Just junk? Just throw junk at him and hope he whiffs?
I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I might throw at him just to say, even though it's not going to hurt you.
Nice.
I don't throw too hard. I might throw inside just to see if I get some off the plate or something. And then,
I'm so glad I asked. That's great. Yeah. Throw it. Oh, Giambi. Hell yeah.
Again, we've talked about this, like the whole Plunk Shohei campaign that we've had. I love Beanball. I love that Beanball's kind of made a return. I love that, the go watch Tampa Bay Rays ball, and they talk small ball. They're all about, they don't have a power hitter in their lineup except for one guy, and they're at the bottom of the stats of all the launch angle, exit velocity stats, but they're crushing it. And they're doing so well because they're manufacturing runs. They're playing singles contact baseball. They're stealing bases. They're playing small ball. I'm so glad that it's there might be an end to this fascination and this fixation with exit velocity and launch angle. I hope and pray, Paulie.
I think most baseball fans would agree with you right there. So back with this Giant situation. So last night, Tony, I'm looking around on Twitter. Again, there's so much anger right now. And I'm kind of pissed off myself. Believe me, I'm not enjoying this season. I know you guys aren't either. It's really frustrating right now. But I saw a very lengthy, I guess this was an interview, but they posted the text online, and it was Chapman talking about the criticism. Did you see this by any chance? It's a very long thing he did where he talked about the criticism. It's being unfair. He actually said, I was shocked he said this, but he goes, if you look at my numbers before I got hurt, he goes, I was pretty much the best third baseman in the game, or one of the best. I was like, wow, dude, that's that. Oh, you got it right there. Was that in bookmarks too?
So I had it in my bookmark. So I just went and got it because both Twitter accounts, your Twitter account and mine. And so he says people can say what they want. It's a free country, but they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. They think that we're not playing well. We must show up an hour before the game and don't prepare, but we're here. We're working hard. We want to win. We feel responsibility to win because all I want to do is win. And I know how bad our fans want to win. I want to do it for them and us for all the right reasons. But this is the day and age where people feel like they get a voice to just spew negative stuff. I guess he gets a lot of death threats. I'm
sorry to hear that. I did see that too, and that obviously that's a problem. I mean, the fact that he's gotten death threats is very disturbing. But
so obviously we don't want death threats, and people cut the crap. Just cut the crap. What are you doing? This is a freaking, come on. Death threats? Give me a break. It's such a joke.
Well,
it's the keyboard courage, Paulie. Nobody would ever say this to Chapman's face. Give me a freaking break.
That's why I never get involved in that crap online. Like you say something and there's like 8 million dudes jumping on you. Like I'm not looking to mix it up like that, but I've seen it. I know what you're saying. It is a very hostile kind of place, social media.
But this is where it takes a turn where I'm like with him. I'm with him. First 3 paragraphs, like you see on this post, I'm with him. And then he says, I think the thing that probably bummed me out the most is when people are calling for me to get pushed out of San Francisco. over the last 2 seasons, I feel like I've been one of the best third basemen in the game. If I didn't get hurt last year, I feel like I was right on my way to repeating the year I had in 2024 and having a great season. It doesn't feel good when you feel like people are so quick to turn your back on you. So I don't know if I agree with you, Matt.
No, I don't agree at all. And I'll go into detail why. And also I want to piggyback that into something Rockin' New Era just posted. He says, guys, what are your thoughts about FP Santangelo kind of getting on Giant fans for being critical of Buster Posey? I want to address that too. I'm glad you brought that up, Rockin' New Era. But first with Chapman, here's the thing. I always try to compare these situations to like my own life and my own experiences just to see if it's fair. And I'll explain what I mean. Like when Murph and I started working together at KMBR, Tony Salvador, our boss, this is what he said to us, Tony. He goes, guys, here's the mission. He goes, you have to be in the top 5. I don't care if you're 5, you're 4, you're 3, whatever. 1 is great, but you have to be in the top 5 if this show is going to last and going to survive. So he gave us those marching orders. Now, thank God we succeeded. We did very well. We actually had a lot of success on that show. But the reason I'm bringing this up, because if we didn't, and I said, hey, Tony, I'm really trying. I want the show to be good. You know, I show up every day. I'm working really. He would have been like, you think I care about that? I don't care. Dude, what I care about is ratings.
Results.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Give me the numbers, or I will find somebody else who can give me those numbers. That's
Paul Mack. I'm going to give you some stats here, and you tell me if you think this is like one of the best third basemen in baseball. Okay,
I'm already going to swat these array. But bring it on. Go ahead. You want to see third baseman numbers? Go look up George Brett's third base. That's a third baseman number. But dazzle me with Chapman. This is going to be fun.
Here's the thing. Let's preface this by saying he is a very, very good defensive third baseman.
Got a good glove.
Yep. Very good defensive third baseman. That's not what we're debating here. But you want to tell me that in 2024, when you bat 247 and have 27 home runs and 78 RBIs, that's like an amazing season? No, dude, that should be the bottom, like the bottom third of your expectations. You should want to surpass that.
Yeah.
So that was 2024.
Okay.
And then 2025, yes, he got hurt, but he batted 231 with 21 home runs and 61 RBI. So I don't know, man. And also, by the way, 158 strikeouts in 2024 and 126 strikeouts in an injury-filled season.
Like Joe Cool says right here, that's baseline.
Yeah,
that's freaking baseline, dude.
Thank you. Yes, dude. Like, come on, man. Like these guys get paid. The fact that they signed Chapman to that big of it. Remember, Paulie? I don't know if you remember this, but when they signed Chapman, we talked and we were both like, "This is a horrible deal about the length of it." But that's why Chapman owes his agent everything.
Shout out, maybe Tony, if I could like cross-pollinate sports for a riff here. Shout out to the agent of Matt Chapman, Tony. He might be also representing Chet Holmgren, who just went into like put his head in the sand during the Western Conference Finals. You guys go look up Chet Holmgren's contract. You will not effing believe your own eyes, dude. He's making more and more and more money for the next 5 years. And the guy just got his ass handed to him by Wemby. So anyway, I think Chapman's agent might be Chet Holmgren's agent simultaneously.
100%, Paulie, and stand by. And because we have to slap you and me probably, and maybe just I don't know, the PNP Familia. Yeah. Groschel on the chat is just alerting us that Chapman just went deep. And he says,
of course he did. No, that's perfect synchronization. That's what I told you. That's what I like to call
particles. There's the particles.
Like, I call those like almost like reverse particles, like our criticisms like manifested in a home run. So thanks for that, Chappie. But I got news for you, man. I'm just going to keep it real here. He's not the best third baseman in baseball. He's not, man. And he doesn't hit like that. And I don't appreciate this lengthy kind of thing about, hey, I'm trying really hard. Because again, I can't sympathize with that, man. I get trying, but the world and business and a job is about showing results. You have to, you can't say I show up every day and I want it to work. That's not good enough, man. It would not have worked for me, and it shouldn't be a passable excuse for Chapman either. Now, the FP, that's how I feel, T.
Paulie, he's batting 232.
F that, dude. Come on.
By the way, Paulie, I think this is correct because this is from Baseball Reference, and Baseball Reference is my go-to. Today was Chapman's only second home run this season.
I know. The power's not been there at all. Power is up in there. He's had a lot of bad at-bats.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
That's just unacceptable. So don't tell me that you're surprised that people are on you, dude. Like, you're getting paid an ass load of money, right? And people have expectations when you sign a contract like that. You have to know when you sign a contract like that people are going to be upset if you don't produce.
Two home runs. Thank you from Nicky DiFrancesco sitting in at the PMP Sports Desk. He gives us some numbers. Tony, 2 home runs and 221 at-bats. Yo, Chappie, that ain't going to cut it. Also, Lily Merchant coming in with a riff I think you'll like, Tony. Yeah. As Yoda would say, do or do not. There is no try. Dude, I like that, Lily. I like that.
Thank you, Lily. By the way, has anybody seen The Mandalorian and Grogu? Let's geek out for a second. I have not seen it yet, but anybody in the chat, if you go, I need to go to the theater. I need to twist one up, and I need to just sit by myself and just totally absorb that. Paulie, I love you, but I'm going to go by myself. Okay, I just need to do this by myself.
You got to do it. It's like how I go to gigs by myself sometimes. Same reason. By the way, Jamar Stamp, I like this. He goes, "What's up, Jamar? Good to see you, man." He goes, "Trey Chapman right now in the middle of the second inning while he's still hot." Yeah, dude.
Hold on. By the way, hold on.
Bombs away.
I know. It's so anticlimactic now. I know.
Hold on. Hey,
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony. March down to Buster's office right now. Actually, you can't because you're in Milwaukee, but get on the phone to Buster right now and say, trade Chappie. Trade.
So, Chat, we got to just tie one more string together here, Tony. So over the weekend, I was hanging out, and a true story of all things, late night, Liz and I are flipping around the dial, and we land on Return of the Jedi, and we're watching it. Yeah. And he was in the swamp, and he's lifting up the X-Wing and the whole thing. And I told Liz, because she was like, "Oh, I like Yoda. Yoda's cool." I go, "Dude, everybody loves Yoda." And I go, back when I first met Creative Tony, I told her about the Yoda pipe. I told her the story. I go, when I first, and you folks should know this. This is important PMP history stuff here. When I first met Tony, we would go to shows at the Fillmore, go to shows at the War. Anytime we were just hanging out, Tony would bring this pipe that he had that was basically Yoda's head. And the bowl went right in Yoda's head. So you would take a rip and you're basically sucking the smoke out of Yoda's skull. It was insane. Where is that Yoda pipe today?
Oh, Yoda is no longer with us because it was like a clay. It was like I bought it on Haight Street, and it was clay, and both the ears fell off eventually. But it was a great little piece because I would always have it in my hand when I walked into venues, and they would say, "All right, let me search you," and I'd raise my hands to be searched, and I would be holding it in my hand with my arms up, so they never searched my hand. So,
do you remember same era, same period of time when you had the Yoda pipe? Do you remember the pipe I bought on Haight Street? It was Gene Simmons's face. Do you remember that?
Of course, dude.
Gene Simmons pipe. I had a Gene Simmons pipe at one point. I don't really do pipes anymore. I like to roll them up now. That's all I do.
By the way, Paulie, shout out to something I learned over the weekend, and I got to give my buddy. Well, I'll just give first name Joey C. Okay.
I love Joey C. Joey C rules. He's old school, man. Yeah.
Joey C rules, and
he's flipping pizzas like a maniac. That guy's making pizzas probably right now. He's probably making pizza.
Dude, he introduced me to what are called the dog walkers. Anybody out there know about the dog walkers in the green community, in the earth community? Dog
I can't wait
walkers.
To hear what this is. I have no idea what that is. What is that?
They're tiny little pre-rolls. They're called dog walkers.
I've seen them. I've seen those little shorties.
Yeah, dude. I'm a fan, dude. Dog walkers for life. So yes, I don't know how we got on this topic.
Well, because we were talking about Yoda and pipe and all that kind of stuff. So
by the way, people are ripping the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Can I just say, I understand that technically it's probably not to the book, not by the book. It's not, but just get lost in it. I like that they're still adding things to the Star Wars saga and the Star Wars story. That's me personally.
John Joseph, it blows.
Totally, I get it, but it's like, dude, I like that there's. Would you rather people just scoff at it and say no? I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Me personally, I'm for it, and just to get lost in it, especially just to get lost in it. That's all.
Okay, Tony, let me tell you this. Why don't we intervene for a second? We'll handle some business, and then I want to come back and talk about FP and the whole Buster Posey thing, because I saw that too, and I do want to comment on that. But first, before anybody goes anywhere, Tony, want to talk stellar design. I want to shout out Don Peralta, man. What a great friend he's been, and what a great asset he's been to the PMP show. And he was extremely helpful last week when he hooked me up from DC to do that show. And Dom, last thing I'll say about Dom is I think he had a gig. I don't know if you guys are ready for the John Joseph. You're going to love this. Dom Peralta went to a gig at the Mabuhay Gardens last night. They reopened it for a special occasion, I guess. And I think it was, yeah. And I think it was the band Exodus. Is that who you saw? Was it Exodus? But anyway, they had a mosh pit. It was like the old days, man. They had a mosh pit. And then Dom went backstage, and they still have all the old flyers on the wall. So we have a ton of pictures from inside, as they used to call it, Tony, the Fab Mab, dude, the Fab Mab, Mabuhay Gardens. A lot of legendary shows there. Ramones, Devo, Black Flag, Misfits. It goes on and on. Metallica. But we'll showcase that stuff later in the week, too. I just wanted to shout out Dom before we get into his proper spot here with Stellar Design. And again, we like to say, if you have an idea, if you're a creative thinker like we try to be, and you have an idea and you got a sketch and you're like, I don't know how to bring this thing to life, you talk to Dom and you let Stellar Design kind of come in and help you out with that. Now, today, Tony, we have an update on Baller Cam. We have updated accessories that can go along with your Baller Cam system. And I know you have the link there, T. So if you can show that off, that'll be, oh, you got it right there. Thank you very much. So basically, Baller Cam is this great invention that allows families that are spread out, like so many of ours are now, around the country, around the world. Say you got a grandparent who lives on the East Coast. Say you got a, I don't know, your brother or sister live out of state. They can now watch your kids play, youth sports by using the Baller Cam. They can link right into it. It's really, really cool. And that's just one example. Now, Stellar Design will take your back of the napkin sketch. They'll turn it into a real working product that can actually help people's lives. Shout out to the Goha, dude. I use that Goha plant cleaner all the effing time. I know Rex has one for different purposes, but I like to use it for its proper intention. Anyway, from startups to the big dogs on the block like Google, Amazon, Meta, they make ideas happen, and so can you, and so will Stellar Design and Dom Peralta. So start that path right now. Visit stellar.design, and let's make it real, and let's do it together. Dominic at stellar.design. Say it with me, folks. Dominic at stellar.design. And Tony, tell me what we're looking at here. These snazzy little accessories here.
These are the accessories that you can use with Baller Cam, and by the way, and Baller TV. And Baller Cam, you put your iPhone into that device right there that you see on the top corner of your screen, and it basically, you can broadcast the game that you are filming to people that aren't there, which is freaking great. And I just got to say, Dom Peralta chooses great companies to work with and contribute to, like Baller Cam, like Yard Sale. And he just, I don't know. I feel like Dom, he's able to pick and choose what he wants to do, and he picks the right companies. And I feel like Baller Cam is one of those companies. And this thing, I feel like Baller Cam is on the precipice of just exploding because of the idea. Look at the tripod you can get to, which I'm starting to see those more at games, Dom, just so you know, the tripod. So if you have kids, or if you know somebody that has kids, this is a great gift. You can go to ballercam.com, check it out. And then also, Dom, just great freaking work as usual with these guys. And I'm telling you, Paulie, as a youth sports coach, having something like this is fantastic. So I'm not surprised that Dominic is involved. And like you said, 650-796-3144. Dominic at stellar.design. And don't forget that you can commission Dom in the Peralta Arts division of Stellar Design and have him do some artwork for you as well. He's such a multifaceted, multi-talented guy. Get in touch with him. He's one of our favorite dudes that we are so fortunate to have met through this show, man.
Yeah, he's been really good to us. He's been good for us, and we love Dom. So, like Tony just said, last idea for you, if you don't work like in, advertising or marketing, and you're like, I don't need any artwork. Maybe, like Tony said, there's a special occasion coming up. Like commission Dom to make like a specialized, unique poster for like your son's graduation, or maybe your parents' wedding anniversary, or your wife's birthday. Like, get creative, and Dom will deliver. I'm telling you right now, Dom will freaking deliver. So anyway, thank you, Dom. You are the man. Giants update. They are now, they're tied 2-2 in the second inning. That lead.
It's already tied?
It's already tied, buddy. They should have traded Chapman while they had a chance. Like Jamar said, they had a chance and they blew it. So yeah, it's 2-2. Tony, did you see all this stuff? Because I do want to comment, and we go to the NFL after this, but did you see FP's? I think it was an interview with Susan Slusser. Is that right, you guys? I'm trying to catch up on everything, but I think
he has Slusser on a lot, and the FB is doing great. And Paulie
I
and I.
love FP. No, dude, I totally love FP. But FP was, he was, I guess, displaying surprise that the Giant fan base has been so critical of Buster Posey. I come at it like this, though. I think that if you're going to sit in that chair that Buster sits in, you have to be able to take some arrows. Like, it's not always going to be rainbows and puppies and all. It's going to be, there are some hard times. And right now, these are some hard times for the Giants. Shout out Run DMC, hard times. Hard times. Yeah.
I was just thinking, hard times. Paulie, but here's the thing. I bet you that Buster would take it on the chin and be like, you know what? Fine, I get it.
He's a big boy. Buster, yeah.
Right. Buster's a big boy, and he knows that this fan base has high expectations, So I just think that it comes with, like you said, comes with the territory. I appreciate FP's perspective and what he's saying, but I do think that people have high expectations, especially with the drought that's gone on for as long as it has with the Giants. And it's just wanting to get back to playoff caliber baseball. That's not asking too much. I'm not, Paulie, like my dad says this all the time, that it's playing with house money after those 3 championships. It's house money, because I'll never forget after 2002 when he looked at me and he said, oh, it's just not going to happen in my lifetime. They're never going to win a championship.
Yeah.
But then bam, bam, bam. Right. So I'm happy with the 3 rings. And of course, I would love another pennant chase, and I'd love another World Series berth and all that. But just playoff baseball. Just make it to the tournament. Just get in. Like, come on, man. And I know the NL West is tough. Don't get me wrong. I know it's just like the NFC West, but I just feel like that going in every season, that you're going to have to go up against the Dodgers and against the Padres. Like, that. And now all of a sudden the Rockies are all
dude, the effing Rockies, bro. There's not enough separation there. It's way too close for comfort. But I want to go back to the Buster thing. I just think, listen, I think that Giants fans are entitled to be upset. Yeah. I do. I think, listen, what they're charging for tickets and the expense that it costs to take a game with your kids, it's a very pricey outing at this point in time. And you would like to see more competitive fire, less pelvic thrust, stuff like that. For real. I'm not kidding. And I think that it's okay to be critical of Buster Posey. I do. I think it's okay when you are. Yesterday there were 14 games under 500. Man, this is not going well. You can't look up at Buster and say, "Hey, Buster, you're doing a great job. I love the way this is going." No, dude, no one's happy with this. So Buster can take the criticism. Don't worry about it. FP, FP is, he knows, the guy was a pro player, man. I don't know a fraction of what he knows about the game, but I do know that I think fans are entitled to be critical. I really believe that. I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah. What do you got, man?
It's been a while since we played that. Paulie, the Roop just walked the bases loaded, just so you know.
Sure. Maybe we'll walk a couple in.
Oh, boy, and there's a double down the line. Here we go.
Well, here we go. Let it start. Let the games begin. Here we go.
Yeah, double down the line.
But this is why, dude. This is why. It's just one bad game after another. And I mean, Tony, we can get more into this as the week goes on, but just to kind of touch on it real quick, a lot of Giant fans are at the point where they're like, rebuild, man. Stop trying to tell us that this team has enough and we're going to build no. I think it's time to maybe think about trading Devers. I think it's time to think about trading Logan Webb, like some of your big pieces, and think about the future. I mean, why have Logan Webb toil on this team when he could be like pitching in the postseason, which he should be, man? This guy was a captain for Team USA a couple of months ago. He is so respected. He's such a workhorse. Like, I don't want to see him leave, but I want to see him have a chance to compete in the postseason. And frankly, I don't think that's going to happen here. Certainly not this year.
Dude, so Logan Webb is back in the rotation. So I'm wondering what kind of conversation he had with Kyle Harrison before the game today. Like, hey, Kyle, how's it going in Milwaukee?
Kyle, you got any room? You got any room for another arm? You got any empty lockers you need filling? Because I'm available. You know what I mean? Yeah, and
and I love Logan Webb.
Like, we all do.
Love him. I know everybody does. He's such a great Giant, but he also deserves, like you said, Paulie. He's such an Iron Man. He gives you 200 plus innings every year, and he deserves to be on a winning ball club. He doesn't deserve this S. No. And that's why. And then there's the other factor, Paulie, that they signed Arise. By the way, Luis Arise took a pay cut this year with the Giants. He made $14 million last year with the Padres. He signed a 1-year, $12 million deal with the Giants. I would love for them to build around him because he plays the type of ball that I think could be successful at Oracle Park. And unless, which was another topic that we can get into as well during the week, Paulie, is do they need to get rid of Triples Alley? Because Bryce Eldridge got freaking oracled while you were gone last week, and the ball literally was like 407-foot fly out. And
I got
it would have been out of every other ballpark in MLB.
Right. Yeah.
Every other ballpark.
It's a double-edged sword. I'm going to be totally honest with my feelings about that because let's just be real, you guys. Nobody complained in 10, 12, and 14 when Giants had great pitching, and Triples Alley definitely benefited the Giants. I mean, that was the kind of team they were, man, scratching out runs, old school baseball with great pitching and solid defense. But at this point, Tony, I don't have a problem with them moving that fence in. I mean, it's not helping anybody. The Giants need help. They need wins, and whatever's going to benefit that or assist that, you can count me in. So, yeah, man, move the friggin' fences in. I got no problem with that at this point. I don't.
It's not like the Triples Alley is some huge marketing thing like McCovey Cove. It's not. So you round it out a little bit. You don't have to be drastically moving it, but round it out. I don't know.
Tony, I'm sorry to interrupt. Let me give you a little Giants update. We are now trailing 4-2 in still in the second inning. 1 out. We got runners on second and third. Giants ball, folks. Fun. Yeah, fun.
Yeah, that was the and then here's a oh boy.
I like the reaction.
Off the wall. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, here come a couple more. What are we going to get? 2 more runs now? 6-2?
More runs, 6-2.
Sure.
6-2.
Actually, more particles. We're just talking Logan Webb. The score is 6-2. And shout out to John Joseph. He goes, Webb is gone. New York Yankees, here he comes. And I'll tell you what, dude, they would love him in the Bronx. Ask Scarlet Fire. She's our resident Yankee fan. I bet she would love to have Logan Webb in the Bronx. And again,
dude, hell of an effort by Cox in center field, by the way. I just want to say, because Cox, the newest Giant, a great effort. And he almost snags it. Oh, and he goes up against the wall. Sorry, Paulie.
No, I'm watching outside the game. I'm watching the game cast too. It's brutal. Yeah.
Here we go. Stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
We're going to get back to the matters at hand in just 1 second, but Escobar Cheeks III is a double-time super. He's first super says, shout out to my niece, Megan Grant, for a great career at UCLA. Wow. She also was on the NCAA championship basketball team. Bay Area stand up. Dude, what a badass. Megan Grant, let's go. Man, did she play softball and basketball at UCLA, Escobar? Because at UCLA had a hell of a softball team as well. I think they were 8th in the country. Anyways, congrats. Tip of the cap to Megan and the UCLA Bruins for baseball and softball. Just great seasons for both teams. Obviously ended abruptly. That wasn't their plan, of course. And then Escobar Cheeks III, a second super, he says.
Double dipping. Oh, give me the hashtags. Okay, good. I missed ththese. Okay, good.
Oh, probably 7-2, Brewers. 7.
Now, of course, why stop now? Maybe we can get to double digits by the 4th inning. Sure.
7-2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 7-2, Tony, 7-2. And how many, let's do a quick over-under prediction here on Roop's innings pitched today. He, what is he right now? He's he's 1 2/3. I think he's out of the game by at the latest, the beginning of the 4th inning. That's me. Go ahead.
When you walk the bases loaded, maybe at least have a mound visit.
I don't know,
no mound visit. I was watching no mound visit.
Let him dig himself out. Right.
Maybe that's when you go grab him and you just see what you can do with the pen. I don't know, man.
Dave Rigetti, where are you? Where is Rags when you need him? Dave Rigetti, man, he had that staff freaking humming like a motor, man. But anyway,
not on Vitello, dude. This is not on Vitello. This is players not performing. This is also giving Vitello, like, I don't know, not the greatest options to put out there either. So anyways, Paulie, back to Escobar Cheeks' second super of the day. He says the hashtag segment brought to you by Charmin for when your soft ass can't take criticism. Hashtag cut the crap. Hashtag F Shady Shohei. Hashtag F the Dodgers. Hashtag fire Manfred.
I love it all. I love everything he just wrote, dude. Especially hashtag cut the crap. That's where I'm at too. Hashtag cut the crap. Yeah. And I'm with you, Escobar, man. I'm with you, man. I feel like it's okay to be critical when the team that you are paying your currency to go see is underperforming to the point where they're 14 games under 500. You have a right. You have a right to be unhappy. You have a right to voice your opposition to that or your criticism. So me and you, Cheeks, I'm with you, man. And again, you guys trust me. Buster Posey's a big boy. He can he knows. Buster knows, dude. He's probably as pissed off as everybody else. And they're probably trying to figure out a solution or a path forward. But this, I saw it also in bookmarks. Last thing, sorry, Tony, real quick. I know you got some, but real quick. I saw a stat that the last time the Giants were 14 games under 500 at this point in the season, I'm doing this top of my head. I think it was the 86 season, and I believe they lost 100 games that year. So, folks, they're on pace to lose north of 90 games, closer to 100 if this continues. Yes, you have a right to be critical. Okay,
let me get a laugh track ready for you. The last time the Giants were 14 games under 500, gas was $1.20.
By the way, a little bit of a compare and contrast for you guys, because I just did the whole back and forth thing. So in DC, I was looking around, the nation's capital, all these politicians, and they were not even at $5 in DC. They're like, to us that sounds amazing, but I'm sure their prices went up a lot. I think they were like, Tony, it was like $4.89, $4.91, $4.95, stuff like that, but not $5. They're under $5 here in Cali for Arkansas Dave types and your sweet Mad Hatters up north. How's this sound? We're north of Nicky freaking 6 down here, dude. I don't even want to tell you guys, but I'll tell you, Tony, the night I drove home from the Dwight Clark event after you dropped me off in my car and then I drove back up, I was on E, dude, totally on E. Forget if I said this on the show. So I pull in right off 101. There's a station up here. It's a Shell or whatever. And I pull in, dude, so I had to fill the rig, $107.
Ooh.
Yeah. 107. Anyway, enjoy. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Anytime you go triple digits to fill up your ride
that was the first. That's first time in my whole life, dude. $107. Anyway, good times. Good times.
Well, also, Escobar Cheeks he's going not once, not twice, but thrice to the supers here today. He says he's finishing his hashtag segment of the show. He says hashtag trolling management, hashtag roadcaster is the shits, hashtag Giants ball. Nobody likes it, dude. Yes, we'll talk about that in a sec. Hashtag
no 100%, no shaman, 100%. I'm still with you on all that. Yes. Be me curious, creative Tony.
Oh, dude, and then Megan Grant set single season and career home run record for you. That is wow.
She must be a real freaking a stud or a studette, if you will. Congrats.
Sorry, Paulie. I apologize.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm excited about Megan. Is she playing any is she have Olympic softball in her sights or any like type of softball post UCLA? Let me know in the chat or let us know in the chat. But that's fantastic, man. And Paulie, I don't even know where to go from here because
I do. I know where to go. I got you covered. I'm gonna read a comment off the line because I think you'll appreciate this. Shout out Crusader Rabbit. Here he comes, or here she comes. I'm not sure. I think it's a dude. I think he goes because I don't know. We haven't met Crusader Rabbit yet, but he goes F the Giants. You guys should talk about Night Ranger in 1983 opening for Sammy Hagar at the Cow Palace. That was probably a pretty good gig. That's probably a pretty good gig right there. And I love the early Night Ranger stuff. I'll back him. Tony, you want to talk Jack Blades? You come see me, okay?
Yeah.
Jack Blades. How great of a rock and roll name is that? That's my bass player, Jack Blades.
If you had to choose, Paulie, Don't Tell Me You Love Me or You Can Still Rock in America.
I don't know why you're doing it to me. I mean, this is like asking me to pick children. And you left out Sister Christian. Interestingly, you left out Sister Christian.
No, Mr. Christian is a ballad. It's a different category.
I love Sister Christian. I freaking love it.
I love the way it was used in Boogie Nights, dude.
Oh, bro, the robe is open. The crack pipe. It's insane. Yes. Tony, what's your price for flight? To quote the great lyrics, I don't know the drummer's name, but the drummer sang that song. What's your price for flight? You know what I mean?
I don't think I ever really thought about that lyric until.
Tony, quick question: what's your price for flight? Yeah, right or wrong? Yeah. Anyway, I hope that was a good gig. I bet you it still was. But anyway, let me answer your question. I'm gonna probably go. You Can Still Rock in America.
Yeah, well, we've got both.
Don't Tell Me You Love Me. I love that one too.
I think I would go. I think Don't Tell Me You Love Me. Don't tell me you love me.
Totally.
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Diggy bom bom diggy bom bom. Sorry. Paulie. So how effed? Okay. Here's how I want to talk. I just want to pivot to the and yes, I said pivot. I want to pivot to the Myles Garrett news.
We got a bunch of NFL stuff. In fact, we'll do NFL, and then I want to do a Long Bridge spot after that. But go ahead, because there's a lot of NFL activity today too. I got it all right here.
Saw Neil Denardi yesterday. Saw Neil Denardi today.
Dude, I had Denardi. Listen to this. I had Denardi hitting me up in DC because I said on Thursday when Dom and I did the show, so I saw Bruce on Wednesday. And by the way, Tony, I haven't even the show was freaking amazing. It was amazing. That
Very
band,
similar set list, I assume.
pretty much the identical set list,
Okay.
but it's so powerful. Like the show that he's laid out, it's like a 3-act thing. It's like there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's like this huge climax piece with My City of Ruins, and then it's like just a free for all for like the last hour. But that band, Tony, that band is firing at a level like I'm just really impressed. I mean, these guys are in their 70s, man, and they are freaking ripping it. It was a 3-hour show. So anyway, it was great. But anyway, so I talked to Dom on Thursday, and I was like, oh, man. I said, he's got another show in Philly. And that's only 2 hours from where I am right now in DC. So he was hitting me on Friday or Saturday, and he was like, Did you go to Philly? And I'm like, I couldn't make it happen. The thought was there, but I couldn't execute it. But I'm glad you got some Denardi. I was getting them via text.
Oh, dude, Neil Denardi, he was making pizzas at your mom is cool's son's high school graduation party. Congratulations to Luke Wiseman. Luke Wiseman that graduated from Sarah High School. He's going to be a Utah Ute next year. And Mark, the Wisemans, they hired Neil with a couple of their families. They hired Neil to set up in the backyard of this amazing home in San Carlos, and big bash. Neil just slinging pies all afternoon. He was on. People were raving about the pizza. It's so great to watch people learn and experience Longbridge for the first time.
We're going right now. Screw this. This is a perfect setup. Let's go. What are we doing? Let's stop playing games. Let's talk Longbridge pizza. And Tony's right. I've seen this multiple times where people are trying Longbridge for the first time. And they're like, oh, it's like really good. I'm like, yeah, what do you think? You think I'm like just talking mess up here? Of course it's really good. Neil Denardi has basically dedicated his adult life to making the best pizza in San Francisco. And folks, he has succeeded. If you haven't been down to Longbridge yet, you got to trust me on this. Get down there. In fact, P1 Chuck, dude, next time you come to town, because P1 Chuck moved out of town. He's in South Carolina now. And I know he loves pizza. I love pizza. His son went to college up in the Bronx at Fordham. So his son was eating all this great New York pizza. I'm telling you right now, Chuck, I'm proud to turn you on to Longbridge. So when you come back to town, let me know. We'll meet for lunch or something. And I guarantee you'll love it because that's the reaction. It has a sourdough crust that to me is kind of their secret weapon. It gives it like a whole different kind of flavor and a whole different kind of presentation. There are so many different varieties of pizzas they're making at Longbridge, and they have all of your dietary needs covered. So if you're like me, you eat anything in front of you, good. If you're like Creative Tony, you don't want to have the meats and the pepperoni, fine. He'll give you a veggie pie. He can give you a freaking veggie cheesesteak where he subs the meat with mushroom and onions and cheese, and Tony loves that. So, and they have gluten-free options as well. So you can bring anybody, even if they have, dietary things. There are options for everybody. But the pizzas are money, dude. The Polymac particle pie is great. The loading dock, I know, is my girl Miriam's favorite. Every time I hang with Miriam, she's got that loading dock going. The hot and honey, Tony, the Nico, the Sophia. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And if none of those turn you on, make your own. Make your own. Go like, Neil, I need a pizza with olives, onions, and pepper.
Pesto.
Right. Whatever. Get creative. He'll do that for you. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, Tony, my favorite day of the week to visit. In fact, we should get a show on the books pretty soon. I need to get down to the studio with you.
Let's go.
Because I haven't seen Neil in a while, and I'm getting bummed. I need it. I need a piece. I need a piece of Denardi.
I ate 4 slices yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to have 1. I ate 4. And here's the thing, too, is you can get the hot and honey. It comes with Copa on it. That's part of the hot part of it.
I'm a Copa face, dude. I love Copa. Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal pie. But you can get, Neil will do this. He does this. He's done it for me twice now. I've brought a hot and honey home where half of it is without the Copa, half with the Copa. So he'll improvise with you. Okay. Neil's a big improviser. He loves improvisational music, loves improvisational pizzas. And like Paulie said, make your own. And then, but I was like, going to have 1 slice. I'm like, oh, damn, that was really good. Then I had 3 more, dude. 3 more. So the sourdough crust right out of it. And Gilbert was with, shout out to Gilbert, who was with Neil on site. And then I said to Neil, hey, dude, I'm going to be up at the studio tomorrow. Tell me you're taking tomorrow off. He goes, yeah, kind of. I go, what do you mean, kind of? He goes,
he never takes days off.
Yeah, he goes, well, there's a 1st grade class that's coming by and they want to learn how to make pizza. So I'm teaching a bunch of 1st graders how to make pizza. So that's what Neil did today on his day off. He brought in a 1st grade class from a local school here in Potrero Hill, and they came into Longbridge. Longbridge is closed on Mondays, but they came into Longbridge and he taught them how to make pizzas. That's how good of a dude Neil Denardi is, man. So again, if you want to hire Neil and the Pizza Wagon with Gilbert and Neil and the Pizza Posse, email them events at longbridgepizza.com, events at longbridgepizza.com, and they will set up a date. He's got another San Carlos gig next weekend, so he's starting to network, and he's also booked August 29th for my horseshoe tournament too. But if you have an event coming up, get in touch with Neil at events at longbridgepizza.com, and he can work out a date. He'll come to you wherever you are. He'll come to you, and it's a badass setup. It's just a fantastic setup, and you can't lose.
Last thing I'll say about Longbridge today, and thank you, Neil. We love you guys down at Longbridge. Hope everybody's enjoying yourselves. They always have us on the big screen back there. Is that if you live in the city, depending on your neighborhood, they do deliver. So if you don't feel like getting off the couch, you want to watch the game, it's cool. I get that. Just go to longbridgepizza.com and place your order, and that's how you hook up the delivery. Thank you, Longbridge. We freaking love you guys, and I love the South City flavor of a Neil Donardi. Other little food moments I had. I want to shout out Carlos De La Fuente, Los D. Dude, he reached across the country with an assist for me to go to dinner. So again, I'm forgetting which day. I think this was the day after the Bruce gig. So that would have been last Thursday. I was hanging out. I get a text from Carlos. He goes, "Where are you staying?" And I go, "I'm at the Watergate Hotel." And he goes, "Okay, I'll hit you back in 5. I don't even ask him to do anything. He just did this. So then he texts back and he goes, "Dude, I found a killer Italian restaurant. It's right near your hotel. It's called Matera." He goes, "You should check it out." And guess what? I did. And you know what, Los? It was freaking money. And I had the chicken parmesan, and it was a gangster move. Tony, I don't know where you stand on this for an appetizer, but I had the burrata plate with the cheese and all that. Yeah, all day. All day. Dude, bring me a freaking yeah.
I love burrata.
Give me like a bowling ball size piece of freaking burrata with some bread and some oil.
Paulie, I've shared this with you on Instagram. There's a dude, I forget his account, but he's on Instagram, and I've shared this account with you, Paulie, where the guy makes fresh mozzarella at the deli. Remember you were watching him twist it out of the pot? You would take it
on the cheesemakers. Yeah, dude. Sculpt down. Yes, sculpt that S. Yes.
And he makes a ball of it and then chucks it into the bin. It's like, dude, this is phenomenal. Paulie, I do want to go into the mailbag, the PMP mailbag for just 1 second.
Sure,
here.
Yeah.
Couple of cool emails because we're talking about pizza. And again, send us stuff at pauliespod@gmail.com. That's pauliespod@gmail.com. Also, please don't forget, while you're watching on YouTube, at Polymax Particles is our YouTube channel, at Polymax Particles. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the shows, please. The comments help the algo. So thank you so much. And Bocce Chris, dude, he's been active commenting on the shows. Thank you, Bocce Chris.
Bocce Chris. Well, thank Bocce Chris for so many things, but thank you, Bocce Chris, for your friendship and your ongoing support of the show, man. It's very helpful. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Bocce Chris rules. PMP familiar. You'll meet him at the Giants.
You will meet him. And by the way, save the date, August 14th. We will have our night out at the Yard. God knows how many games under the Giants will be by that point. Tony, we might be talking like, well, Giants are 21 games under, Tony. This is not, you know what I mean? Because who knows?
We might be like front row behind the plate and running the bases after the game because they're so far behind.
Running the bases, dude. Hey, it's PMP night at the Yard. They're going to run the bases, folks. Here they come. Yeah, dude, I want to see Escobar Cheeks coming around the third base line head first like Pete Rose into the plate, dude. I bet you he would.
Sliding head first into the plate is really fun because you can slide over the plate, whereas sliding into a bag, the bag's obviously lifted and you can't slide over it. So, but Paulie, I wanted to show the mailbag really quick because Arkansas Dave, dude, they went to Regina's in Boston. Nice. And they sent these pictures. So there they are. You can see the sign in the background. That's Arkansas Dave. Okay.
So, Tony, leave that there for 1 second. I just want to tell you that. You've been to Regina, right? You've been there?
No, I have not. I'm going this year. I'll be there in July. So I'm going.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. You really should. I know you hit Santarpio's and that's great, but go to Regina because Tony, that is in the North End neighborhood and that's their Italian neighborhood. Like that's, I'm talking old school, dude. You walk through that neighborhood. These are buildings that were built like in the 1800s to 17. Like it's old school Boston. Oh my God. Is that the Regina pie?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't even know I can't even, that's like an art project. Look at that thing.
Look at that. Wow. And I know Neil and Andrew and Longbridge would respect that.
No. Neil's totally, man. We talk Johns and Bleecker. We've talked pizzas around the country. He gets it. But I'm glad you guys went. I'm willing to bet you loved it. It's a great bit. Nice, dude. Nice.
Look at that. Isn't that great?
Thank you for representing, brother. I really appreciate that. That's great. And I'm guarantee they had a great time. That's a great pizza. You'll love it, T.
Oh, I cannot freaking wait, Paulie. Boston before Cooperstown, New York after Cooperstown. It's going to be a hell of a trip, man. I'm so excited. There's one other one I wanted to show you, and it is, if I can find it. There it is. Our guy, Napa dude, David Basham, okay?
Yeah.
Representing the PMP Familia, okay? The PMP family in Vietnam, dude. Look at this. Repping the PMP Familia in Vietnam right there. There you go.
You want to talk global impact? There it is, man. Thank you. So I really appreciate this stuff, you guys. Repping the brand.
Yeah.
Sticker in. I heard like Patty was running loose up in Bottle Rock, like putting PMP stickers on all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys for doing that. Hey, man, guerrilla marketing, whatever it takes. Tony, shout out to world famous artist Banksy. You know what I mean? Yeah. He just paints stuff on the wall. That's like the PMP Familia repping our brand, and we appreciate it, you guys. Thank you.
Tom is the new Banksy with the nobody likes it instead of the nothing like it logo. Yeah. And also, if anybody out there wants to buy any of the merch, you can just go to our YouTube channel, obviously like and subscribe at Polymax Particles, and then right there right below our bios, click on the links, and you can go to the merch tab, and you can buy anything you want, and it goes straight to Dom, and Dom will take care of you.
As we do like to call ourselves, the PMP Familia. I think it was Wemby who coined that phrase, but here comes one of our great guys. It's P1 Chuck with a recommendation. He goes, Tony, when you go to Cooperstown, write this down. And he goes, hit Tino's Pizza when you go to Cooperstown. Tino's, Tino.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. And you know what? Probably the week before I go, during the show, we're going to do live recommendations for Boston, New York, and Cooperstown, and I'm going to write them down during the show. And
I got you covered in New York. I got you covered top to freaking bottom. And also, Arkansas, Dave, one more thing. There are PMP stickers in Maine now. Wow, dude. Wow. That's one of the few states I've never been to. I've been to, I think, 45, 44, something like that. I've been to most of them, but I've never been to freaking Maine. That's on my list.
I've never been to Maine either. The home of Matt Barrows, by the way.
Also the home of Stephen King, celebrated author, Tony.
Nice. Wow.
Perhaps you've heard of him. Salem's Lot, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. Paulie, I'm going to transition here, Paulie. You want to know what it looks like for a team to just really just go all freaking in is when you give 3 draft picks and probably the best up and coming defender in the NFC West, at least, Jared Verse for Myles Garrett.
Who's going to be blocking this guy? That's my first question. Who's going to be blocking? You think we got to deal with this?
You have to applaud the Rams, though, dude. They're saying the time is now. The time is now. We want, and dude, by the way, so the Super Bowl's at SoFi this year. So the Rams are like, let's do it in our backyard. Let's host the Super Bowl. Let's win the freaking Super Bowl in our yard. Stafford is what? I think he's 38 now. He's 38. And coming off an MVP season. Now they have the best. How about this stat, Paulie? I was looking this up earlier. The Niners had 20 sacks total as a team.
Their pass rush was sorely lacking last year. I mean, we talked about that. How many weeks, week in, week out last year, Tony, we kept saying, please, somebody put some pressure on the freaking quarterback. Yeah, it was a big problem last year.
Myles Garrett himself, 23.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett.
He's the real thing. Like he
outsacked the entire 49ers team. That is not acceptable. Unacceptable. By the way, I got to give Wavy Davy 80. I don't think I've seen you on the chat before. Wavy Davy 80. Welcome to the show.
That's a great handle, by the way. Shout out Wavy Davy. Good to see you, man. I like it. Yeah.
Wavy Davy says, watch the Chargers go to the Super Bowl instead at SoFi. That would be amazing. Seriously, that would be amazing.
I do think the Chargers are going to have a good year. I do think they're going to have a good year. I think this could finally be the year where they're semi kind of relevant. I mean, remember last year, who was the team that just annihilated them in the playoffs? Who was that? Remember when Herbert was just getting destroyed, like every time he touched the ball, like he was taking a snap, dropping back and getting sacked before he could even plant his feet. I forget. It was I forget. But anyway.
Oh, was it the Patriots?
It might have been.
Yeah, I think it was the Patriots.
Wavy Davis saying the Texans. Anyway, the point is that they've had a hard time protecting what might be the most talented QB in the league. He's just never had a line in front of him. I know Harbaugh put some guys out there in front of him, but they had a lot of injuries and stuff. So anyway, maybe this
is Robot Centaur saying Broncos going to the Super Bowl this year. Book it. Robot Centaur checking in.
I would love to be back in the Super Bowl, I think, but this is going to be tough. I mean, the Rams are already a problem, and now they just got a lot better. Tony gave you the numbers. And again, what they gave up was a first, a second, and a third. Yep. The other big freaking piece of NFL news today, Tony, the New England Patriots just got A.J. Brown from Philly. Yeah. And in exchange, the Browns get a first-round pick in 2028 and a fifth-round pick in 27. I was actually a little surprised that's all it took.
AJ's a head case, man. You saw that last year, dude.
Head case. That's the big question. Can he keep it together up in New England before he becomes disgruntled?
What kind of freaking dumpster fire are the Patriots right now, though, dude? With the whole Vrabel scene and the Rossini scene, and then now AJ Brown coming to town. It's like, what? I don't know, man. Steer clear of the Patriots if you're, and I don't know, man. Let's just Paulie, pretend you're Drake May, okay? Pretend you're May, okay? You're a quarterback. You're coming off a great season. You're stoked.
Hold on, let me get my bangs going. Let me toe my hair, get some of those bangs. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the coach who you've looked dead in the eye and had like serious heart-to-heart moments with as the quarterback of the franchise, and you find out that coach has been cheating on his wife with a married woman for years. Does that affect you as a player when your head coach does that? Does that affect you?
I actually think that's a legitimate question.
Right.
I do. I think that's a legitimate question. I hadn't thought about that. But who knows, man? I mean, who freaking knows? I would like to ask you, Tony, if you think this, I'm thinking about when the Pats got Randy Moss, and Randy Moss had been kind of this, polarizing figure and stuff. A lot of teams had problems with him. He was a Niner. I know you remember he went to the Super Bowl with the Harbaugh Niners. But he, there was questions like that when he went up to New England. Will Randy Moss keep it under control? He did. But that's a different era. That's Belichick, Brady, Super Bowl Patriots. This is a whole new thing. Like Tony just said, it's like a freaking episode of, I don't know. It's scandalous up there. Yeah. Truly, by definition, it's scandalous. Yeah. So do you think A.J. Brown will be productive? Will he be behaved? Or do you think it's going to be a mess?
That's a really good question.
He's got a quarterback now. I think Jalen Hurts has everyone's respect. He's a Super Bowl champion. He plays with this kind of steely demeanor. Mm-hmm. Drake May, it looks like a little kid. He looks like a Boy Scout. And I'm like, is he going to be able to look at Drake May in the huddle and be like, yeah, that's my guy? Or is he going to turn on Drake May because he's not getting enough passes? You know what I mean? This thing could spiral out. It's definitely possible.
Here's the thing if I'm Drake May, I'm calling AJ Brown today and inviting him out. Like, let's go take a week trip together, like now.
Like a lover's trip, like Niagara Falls? Like, what are we talking about?
Let's go like a camping river, whitewater river rafting trip or kayak trip or something.
Aaron Rodgers style, ayahuasca in the stream kind of thing? Or
nice, dude. Nice rip by Bryce Eldridge, by the way. Sorry.
We're only losing 7-2. It's going well. Yeah.
But a nice double by Bryce Eldridge. The guy
I'll take it. Eldridge, keep hitting. Right. Stay on the field and keep hitting, big fella. Keep doing it. Watch what's going to happen. He'll be a stud in like 2 years. He's going to be a monster, Bryce Eldridge.
And also,
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Just keep him in the lineup, Tony. Just keep him. Just Sharpie him in. Just Sharpie him in. Okay. Paulie, I feel like this is Drake May's team, right? Now all of a sudden you got this humongous ego coming.
I know. Problematic ego. Yeah.
This is my team. Like it'd be, those two need to bond. They need to spend some time together, maybe call up Aaron Rodgers and get some of his ayahuasca or something. And they just need to bond, like do something together where I'm assuming they can get on the same page. I sure hope they can, because I do like Drake May. But the whole scene up there is just a freaking mess. It's a mess.
This is a team that was in the Super Bowl. Like, let's not forget the success they had. I mean, Vrabel was being celebrated as this amazing coach. What a story. And it was impressive. What I got to say, it was an impressive year that they turned it around that quickly with a quarterback like Drake May, who's so young, and an inexperienced coach who's putting it together. They all had a great year. And now the bottom falls out. There's all this scandal. They are used to that, though, in New England. Let's be honest. Like, they've been able to use that in the past, whether it was Deflategate, whether it was Robert Kraft getting his rub down at the massage parlor. Yeah. They have a way of taking controversy, or at least they did in the past, where they would take controversy and spin it into this us against the world kind of thing. Oh, it's Spygate. Okay, we'll show you. Or remember when Tom Brady got suspended? I think it was the first 2 games of that season for the inflatable balls on. You know, they've always been able to turn that into a positive like this kind of, okay, we'll fight the whole world. I don't know if that's going to work with this.
Didn't Kraft try to silence everybody about the Vrabel thing? Didn't he try and squash that too?
Well, I believe he tried to pressure the New York Post into not running certain information and stuff like that. Right. Yeah.
And I'm also, I got to credit Robot Center with this because he sent it to like a text thread. He said there's multiple female broadcasters supposedly have traded sex for stories, allegedly.
Traded sex for stories with whom? Like players?
With coaches. And it's like, what are we doing?
I don't know anymore, dude. I don't know. Like what? You're right. Like, I don't know.
Just give me. How about I make you expecting sex from me a story, Mike?
Tony, I think Pat Benatar said it best when she said, "Tony, stop using sex as a weapon." Okay.
Dude, I don't want to use sex as a tool, Brad.
A tool for what?
A tool for what?
Which is a great response from Brad, if you're asking me. I mean, the guy's flipping burger. A tool for what? Because he goes, hey, you want to go to the point tonight? What's there to do at the point? And he goes,
and I'm with this dude. I hope you had a hell of a piss, Arnold.
Well, I got him fired. You know what I mean? I'm on Judge Reinhold's side now. That got him fired, that little pee break.
Let's not forget when he's cleaning off the mirror in the bathroom.
Big hairy pee. Yeah, big hairy pee. That's all. No explanation. There it is. Yeah, it's just sitting there. Yeah. And by the way, he's scrubbing off the graffiti and he's practicing his breakup speech. He's like, "Oh no, don't do that. Don't cry." And he's like scrubbing. Dude, you know what I'm doing?
I would argue the most underrated scene in the movie might be that whole scene at All American Burger.
Big hairy P.
Big hairy P. And also, Paulie, don't forget about it says 100% guaranteed, you moron.
How about I kick 100% of your ass?
Yeah. I'd like my $4.20 back, please.
I've always said this too. I don't think I've ever gone this deep on this one detail because Tony and I have said this for years. When the inevitable lawsuits happen and Tony and I get jailed or whatever, and we lose this gig, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to lecture on the college campus circuit about Fast Times at Ridgemont High, how it relates to the postmodern world, all that stuff. So here's one thing I've never talked about publicly. During that scene, when Judge Reinhold gets fired, his boss comes out and he goes, oh, is there a problem here? And he goes, what happened? And the customer goes, well, your employee here used foul language and he threatened me with violence. Here's what the manager does. Such a position of power move. Yes, the fingertips. Dude, he chucks the tips at you and he goes, did you threaten this customer with violence? He goes, you're fired. Dude, it's all about the finger. Tony, have you ever done this? Have you tried that one with your kids? You go like, Olivia, I want to know what happened in school today. Tell me what happened. Dude, the fingertips. You were on it. Tony, you were on it. I didn't even get to finish. You were right there.
As soon as you said it, I was like, I remember the fingertips.
Yeah.
So, Paulie, I've never done that, and I've never understood why. We're not talking politics here. It's just something. It's a political move where everybody they do this with their hands. Like,
you want to know why? I know exactly why. Because I took some speaking classes in college. I know I have an answer. I know why. Because politicians are told not to point because it's interpreted as an angry gesture. So that's why Clinton's like, I want to talk to you. He's got the thumb going. Like you're not allowed to point. All vocal, all speech. You know,
just double. Can you just do double guns instead?
I do it on this show. Here's what I got. But no,
cut this crap, cut that crap. F this, F you. How about remember Eric Miller? F you. Hey, Cincinnati. Sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No. You're good. And I want to get one last thing in today, guys. Then we can wrap up and let you guys go eat dinner. I'll go watch the rest of this freaking ball game here, man. And but I do want to talk NBA. We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. We have Tom Stack, our friend and sponsor. He's going to stop by tomorrow. He saw Bruce in Cleveland. We'll do a recap. And then on Wednesday, our friend and great supporter of the show, Alex Simon, the sports editor and sports writer for San Francisco Gate. He's been like a really big supporter of ours, and he was with us early on when we were like launching the show. He was really nice. He wrote some nice pieces about us. So we're going to have Alex join us on Wednesday. I'll talk Giants with him. I'll talk NBA. But last thing, Tony, last NFL note, and we can go, is Russell Wilson retired. Russell Wilson is going into the broadcast booth, or maybe not the booth, but he's going to be an analyst on CBS. I don't know if that means he's sitting at the desk or if he'll be a color guy in the booth, but how do you feel about that? He will no longer be on the field. He is going to the booth. Russell Wilson.
Sure. Sure. I got to credit Dom Peralta. I think it was Dom or somebody said on the text today, said CBS TV, let's ride.
Awesome. Yeah, right. Let's ride.
Yeah.
Tony, here's a question. I mean this legitimately. I'll take your answer. Russell Wilson, Pro Football Hall of Famer, yes or no?
My first reaction is no.
I think he probably will. I think he probably will.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't guarantee. I mean, there are a lot of other quarterbacks out there who've played or who have won one Super Bowl that have not gotten in. Usually you got to win 2. Go ask Eli Manning. He won 2. He's going in. But you got people out there like Jim Plunkett. He got the 1. He never got in. I think actually Plunkett got 2, I believe, and he never got in, and he should be in. So,
right.
But Russell Wilson, I have a feeling he's going in. I just have a feeling. How do you, Arkansas Dave, F curls, dude? I used to call him curls on KMBR.
Yes.
Those curls used to drive me nuts, dude, with the freaking Seahawk ears.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He also is very squeaky clean to me. That there's something there.
Those are always the ones, dude. Those are always the ones that have the dirty closets going, man. Like the high and mighty types. Yeah.
Yeah. And the high and mighty and this deeply and out spoken religious, and not
remember when he was selling like his own bottled holy water and stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not making
you know what? Do what you want. Choose whatever path you want. Go for it. But to throw it in people's faces all the time, just whatever. I just think he's too squeaky clean, in my opinion. Like he and Shohei, I don't know. They're too squeaky clean, and he'll be fine in the booth. He's well spoken, and
Shohei's filthy. By the way, I'm telling you, the more I look at this guy, the more dirty he is. I'm telling you, I have a good radar, you guys, for this kind, for like people who are up to no good, and I'm telling you, I see it on Shohei. Hey, Rags goes, Jim Plunkett, his helmet was too small. Rags, check this out. See the helmet behind me? That Niner helmet up there? That is the exact helmet Jim Plunkett used to wear, the same model with the 2 skinny face bar thing. Like you could just reach in and punch a guy in the face with that helmet on. Like there's no protection for your nose, your eyes, like just wide open. But anyway, Rags, I feel you. That's the old days. Yeah.
And by the way, Paulie, this is obviously we're getting this late in the chat, but just to confirm, it was Big Daddy Kane did Ain't No Half Stepping.
That's it. Thank you.
And that is from Paul Morbidelli on the chat. I haven't seen you before, Paul, so welcome to the show. Paul Morbidelli saying Big Daddy Kane did Ain't No Half Stepping.
That's, you know what? Hey, Paul, thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the community. I appreciate that because something about Cool Mo D didn't sound right to me. I know some Cool Mo D stuff. You got your Wild Wild West. You got your How You Like Me Now. I mean, I got a couple of those old records, but I didn't think that was right. So thank you, Paul. Yeah, Big Daddy Kane, who, by the way, final note of the show today, Big Daddy Kane appeared in the nude in that book, the Madonna book. Remember the sex book she put out all those years ago? Yeah. There's all kind of pictures of Big Daddy Kane mixing it up with Madonna in that book. Just thought you guys might be interested to learn that on the way out. Yeah.
Here's the thing, Paulie. If you got an invite from Madonna to party somewhere, are you turning it down? I'm not.
No. Madonna calls me. I'd say, where do you want me to meet? When and where? And then I'd say, let's undo some of the stuff you've done to your face because I want the old Madonna back. You know?
Yeah. I do love that she's going to like Coachella and dancing and partying and like I just love the spirit inside of her. But yeah, just let Mother Nature happen. Yeah. Mother Nature's undefeated.
Yeah,
it's just she always will be. So let's just accept it. Like that's why I like Patty's guy John Bond, who has let the gray just fly.
Yeah,
and he looks great. I think he looks great.
Respect,
right? Respect, man. Like how Jerry let the gray fly. You know how my guy Trey is going gray and letting it fly. Like just let it fly. Mike Gordon and the Fish, all the guys, dude.
Paul, your friend Paulie Mack is going gray and letting it fly. You know what I mean?
Look at my beard is almost all white now, dude. It's just crazy. But
dude, when you see me, like, I mean, right now I can see on the screen, like, it looks like I'm kind of brown, but you see me like with the sun in my hair, dude. You could just call me Whitey. You know what I mean? Nice. My hair looks so gray when I'm in the sun. Lily Merchant, I'm going to give you the last word today, Lily. I love Desperately Seeking Susan. I swear to God, I love that movie. Love it. I love Arquette. I love Madonna. And that's my Madonna. That period of time, man, the Material Girl. I thought she was so cool back then. So, Lily, I'm with you on that one. I love Desperately Seeking Susan. Okay. Hey, great to be back. Great to see everybody. Thank you, NorCal Refrigeration. What's up, the Santa Cruz Mafia? Arkansas Dave, glad you had a good road trip. Vision Quest Madonna, no question. She's getting that too. Low Steve, go Knicks. More on that tomorrow. P1 Chuck for checking in. Rags, all of y'all. Have a great night. Lily, Patty, the ladies of PMP. We love you guys. Noemi. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for being here today. I really did miss you guys. I did. I missed you guys. I missed doing the show last week.
Me
Good
too.
to be back again tomorrow. Tom Stack and Tony. Tomorrow, I want to start the NBA discussion because I have a lot to say about the Western Conference Finals. I have a lot to say about the Knicks. My wife, by the way, she had to go. She's in New York right now. She's on business in New York. She's going to be there for a bunch of days. And I'm like, you got to move heaven and earth and get into the Garden for Game 3 because it's going to be pandemonium in New York. I'm telling you, it's going to be mayhem in New York.
Dude, Paulie. 8-2 Brewers.
Sure. Yeah. Who's pitching? Rupert's still in the game. Is he? He is.
I think that's Vitello just saying, dude, we got to go with you. Like our bullpen is,
All right, so here we go. I got Roop's numbers right here. Roop has pitched 3 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 5 walks, and 5 walks, dude. 90 pitches. He's just letting them twist in the wind. And you got a guy on third right now. So the good times.
95 pitches, dude. 95 pitches. That is yikes territory, man.
And he's sure, Tony. And they just only thrown 4 innings. So the inning mercifully just ended 8-2. All right, I'm gonna go check this. This would be the first Giants ball I've seen in a week. I haven't seen him play in a week, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Did you see Adam Sandler in the neighborhood over the weekend? Went to Original Joe's, not North Beach, Westlake, dude.
What respect?
Sandler went to Westlake Original Joe's, dude. So that is like, I've always liked Adam Sandler. He's, the list is long of his successful movies and funny movies. But dude, the fact that he went to Original Joe's of Westlake is just
gangster. That's a gangster move. That's something that makes me like Adam Sandler even more. And shout out to that movie he did with Kevin Garnett called Uncut Gems. That's a really good movie. Have you seen that yet, Tony?
Phenomenal movie.
Yeah, he's like a degenerate gambler, and the real Kevin Garnett is in the movie. He plays himself. Like it's a cool flick. I recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Also,
check it out.
Paulie, go see the film. I just looked up. I couldn't remember the name, but Hustle. When Adam Sandler is an NBA scout. Have you seen that movie?
I never saw that. I never saw that. I remember hearing about it. It's good, huh?
Very good.
Okay.
And not a comedy. It's not a comedy. It's like Uncut Gems, where it's more of a. It's like. It's really, really good.
And he's a scout for the NBA?
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Yeah, really good.
I do know I'd be willing to bet big money you'll see him at the Garden this week because he's a big Knick fan. Yeah. And he's originally I think he's from Long Island, I think originally, something like that. So he'll probably be at the Garden next week too.
Paulie, you said big money that he goes to the Garden. Paulie, did you know that big money goes around the world?
Did you know that I'm going to see Rush next week in LA? Do you freaking believe this? I know. I can't wait. There's a lot going on in the Polymath corner of the world right now. All right. So let's get the hell out of here. Let's go have some dinner. Let's go watch the Giants. Tony, prediction, final score. Give it to me.
The Giants.
I like how you go. Oh, yeah. This Giant game right here.
Prediction. I think when you said prediction, I thought you were talking NBA Finals prediction. Giants final score, 11-4.
Okay, I'll say I don't know. I'll say 12-7. I don't know.
Oh, they're gonna get 7. Okay.
And I know we're not winning. I know we're not going to win this game, but they might tack on a couple of meaningless runs when it's out of reach, stuff like that.
They might as well get a few runs tonight because if Harrison's thrown tomorrow, look out.
Dude, he's going to unleash holy hell on the Giants tomorrow. I'm telling you, you'll see. All right. Hey, listen, great to be back. Tony, take us home, and we'll do it again tomorrow. We'll see everybody at high noon tomorrow, y'all.
Oh, can't wait, man. It's so good to be back. Paulie, great to have you back. Great to have the PMP Familia back. Thank you all for checking out the show. Again, at Polymax Particles on YouTube. Please check it out. Like and subscribe. Audio versions also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we're going to start posting more shorts as well on Twitter/X and TikTok. And Patty wants us to post more on Blue Sky and then also on Instagram as well. So check us out at Polly's Pod on Instagram. And also you can see on the top of our screen too. It has all that information.
Hey, by the way, our business advisor and spiritual centerpiece, Patty from Napa, Miss PMP 2025. She says, guys, don't forget it's Roby Tuesday tomorrow. Thank you. Because I know we've been slipping on that a lot lately. I got my robe. In fact, I got it in the room right now. We'll be
You
ready.
know what, Paulie? Summer's around the corner. My kid's last day of school for this year is on Thursday. So maybe to celebrate the start of summer, I'll go to the beach robe again. So beach
Ooh,
robe.
good. Okay, thank you, T.
All right, Paulie.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
Outstanding, Tony. Thank you, my man. And thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. We freaking love you guys. We really do. We would not be here without you. So thank you for showing up and being so cool. And everybody have a great night. Enjoy this warm weather. It's a beautiful night in the Bay. Have a cold drink. Watch the Giants lose. And I'll meet you back here at high noon tomorrow. Cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all. See you tomorrow. High noon.